All right, recap. Hang on, there's way too much glare here. Let me turn around. Back in sounds good. Let's see if I can get away from the sunshine. There we go. That's better. All right, so this is what we got. Today was day 5. I didn't do anything but drive today. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Last night I spent the night following my nomad rules in the first or second rest area after I got into Pennsylvania. When I got up this morning, I just drove. Been staying on the interstates ever since I decided to head back home, so I don't have to do much braking. You heard what it sounded like when I backed up? Well, maybe you did, maybe you did. I don't know. Basically, I'm just trying to get home so I can get my regular shop to work on my van. Let me turn this down a little bit. I am sitting here at the first rest area back in Indiana. According to the GPS, I have 177 more miles to go, so 2.5 hours, maybe 3, according to what the traffic's like going through Indy. But here's what happened. When I left the other day, I had no clear plan. I decided to go northeast. So I went all the way up to the north end of Indiana and went across the top end of Ohio. And as soon as I got into Pennsylvania, I headed up towards Lake Erie and got into New York and all that kind of stuff. And from Pennsylvania, as soon as I got into Pennsylvania, I got on the smaller roads. I like driving on the smaller roads. You see more interesting crap. I didn't take a lot of pictures or anything because I actually didn't stop very much until I got to someplace I wanted to camp or something along those lines. So I will do better on the next road trip. I'll take plenty of still photos and things like that, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. I was listening to audiobooks while I was driving, and I was listening on my phone, so I didn't want to stop the audiobook and take pictures, and sorry, lazy. But anyhow, once we got into New York, I pretty much followed along the coast of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, and saw a lot of places. But I'll be perfectly honest with you, there's not a lot of places you can actually get to the lake shore once you leave Pennsylvania and Ohio and all those kind of places. They got it pretty much hemmed in with private property, private campgrounds, and state parks. So there was a few places, and then it got worse when I got to Lake Ontario. There was really no place to look at that lake. As you know, I stayed in, stayed in a couple of parking lots, stayed in a couple of rest areas. Stayed in a rest area the first night. Stayed in a campground. I didn't stay in any parking lots this trip. I didn't. Stayed in a hotel one night. Stayed in a rest area again last night. So, that's where it was. Let's see. After I got all the way up pretty much to the eastern end of Lake Ontario, I shot over straight east and went through Vermont and New Hampshire, but I really didn't do anything there. I looked a couple of places to see if there was some place I wanted to eat, and there wasn't really any place. So I just kept going and went through Vermont and New Hampshire and straight into Maine. Then I wandered around Maine, and that was when the brakes started acting funny. So after it kept acting funny, after it came back from taking a break and started acting funny, I decided to try to find some place to look at brakes. And you know, you've heard the story. Nobody was available to do it quickly. So I don't know. I don't know what folks on the road are supposed to do other than take a few extra days off and wait. So I decided to take a chance and roll the dice and head on back home. So my local mechanic, when I get home, is going to be really mad that I drove probably 1,300 miles with the brakes growling. Once I get home, this trip is going to be somewhere between 2,400 and 2,600 total miles. So not bad in 5 days, just goofing around. I would have preferred to have longer, but I've got to get back and pick up the wife from the airport on Monday because she's coming back from visiting the granddaughter in Florida, and of course the daughter and the son-in-law, and now chats will not stop going off. Everybody wants to talk to me. I just want to be left alone. Don't know what it is. That's okay. If you have my information, it's okay to bug me. I do have a story about that though. I might tell in a couple of days. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. Yesterday after I had lunch, I started back, went all the way back through Maine and all the way back through New Hampshire and Vermont and down to Connecticut and over the top of New York City. Didn't actually go into New York City. Thank you, GPS. Once I got into New York, that led to Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania I took interstate all the way across. And sorry I didn't get a chance to stop off and say hi to you. Thanks for the invite. Maybe next trip. I just kind of need to get back and get these brakes fixed because I've got class next weekend. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Thanks for your views. Thanks for your support. If there's anything you want to see in these road trip videos, drop me a line. I know I should have done some meal stuff, and I should have done some other stuff. Should have shown you more about the camping area and the sleeping situation. But actually, this was kind of a hurried, unplanned road trip. So this is what you get. See you all on the flip side. Salty Dog out.